But I do want to stress that it was an extremely effective example of what committees do in Parliament that is so useful. Because you have the voices of representatives from so many states raising such important questions to the people who are dealing with some of the issues that affect the well-being of all of us. So I must say, for us, it was genuinely a very, very good meeting. We set 2 records today. I had the attendance of 28 of the 30 members of the committee, which is a record for the committee in its history. There's always some absenteeism, but this time it was an amazing turnout by the MPs. Secondly, we met for 3¼ hours, which may not be an absolute record, but it's close to being one. Because the fact is that there was so much interest in the issues. Obviously, the bulk of the discussion was on the India-EU trade agreement and the India-US trade agreement. Something like 17, 18 MPs had questions to ask. We engaged the Foreign Secretary and the Chief Negotiator from the Commerce Ministry fully. They responded in great detail, very comprehensively to our questions and concerns. And as you know, there are rules of confidentiality in the committee. But the most important fact to note is that given what they have told us, we're looking forward to the interim agreement being finalised by the middle of next month. When that comes out, I think some of the questions and doubts that people have may be addressed. There are other concerns that some have, which I think will be in people's minds. I'm sure this issue will come up in Parliament debating as well. But I do want to stress that it was an extremely effective example of what committees do in Parliament that is so useful. Because you have the voices of representatives from so many states raising such important questions to the people who are dealing with some of the issues that affect the well-being of all of us. So I must say, for us, it was genuinely a very, very good meeting.
Sir, whether the Russian oil issue was discussed?
Of course, every issue you can imagine was discussed. That's why we took so long.
So what about the agriculture?
Agriculture was discussed. We had representatives from states where agriculture is a major concern. All these issues were, frank questions were asked and full answers were given.
How was the response from the government side?
Government side answered very fully, and I thanked both the Foreign Secretary and the Chief Negotiator for the very candid and full answers we got. But some details will have to await, particularly with regard to the US, will have to await the interim agreement, which is not yet ready. This is a framework that has been announced in the joint statement. The agreement will come out next month.